Okay, so finally, they finally got queues to be, well, in theory, queues to be a little bit more normal, potentially maybe. When looking at the Survivor queue bonus, it was only 1.5 times, so I'm going to actually try and play some killers, since hopefully, if I am lucky, it won't be 10 minutes of queue. It'll only be like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. I do I've played a lot on the map event queue, and I think that the FNAF map is stupid. that's that's my impression so far, because when I went off of the queue and started playing on normal maps, they felt so much easier. And I think that it is like it's kind of like um Garden or Dead Dog in that the main building is fucked up, but the issue is that since there are actually good tiles spread around the map, it's not like just the main building being super strong. It's just overall not great. So the main building is stupid. And I know for a fact it's stupid because me, somebody who is hilariously bad at Survivor, can easily run somebody for 90 seconds on main building. Like if they don't use their power, that's like incredibly free, and that's just on like windows and maybe one pallet. It's so stupid because the back window loops into the side window, loops into itself, loops into the pallet on the side, and then you have the center window that's like next to the stage, which is you just automatically get 3 vaults on it. There's not really any mind gaming it. The only way you can mind game it is if the survivor is completely playing on autopilot and not even thinking about it. And then there's still, after those 3 vaults, you have the main stage palette and the side stage palette. And then you have the 2 windows in the front. The 2 windows in the front, I think, are the weakest ones. There's still no mind gaming on. The one on the side is like it's kind of weak on its own, but it loops directly into the kitchen palette. And then the other one, it's like the only one that I think is semi-balanced, because when you take the vault, you immediately have to take a left and then back around and a right. So you don't really gain that much distance off of it, and it doesn't loop back into itself, and there's no palette. But that is one of like 5 windows in main. And that's just main. Like main is stupid. Also, main is in the smack dab middle of the map, so you can get to there from like 70% of the map after a single hit. Unlike Dead Dog, where like if you're in one of the corners, you physically can't get to main building. You can get to FNAF's main from like way larger percentage of the map. And I think that the reason people aren't realizing this, or at least the reason I haven't seen it as much talked about, is mainly because Springtrap is good, at least on this map. Because being able to like throw out his axe sort of reduces the ability. Being a 115 killer that can then pick up and throw a projectile helps to reduce his ability or reduce the harm he takes from the like brainless windows, because instead of making 3 full vaults, you make like 1.5-ish. So it's not nearly as like clear cut. But I think that once this gets into normal rotation and people start playing like I don't know, Trapper, and seeing that they have to use 6 of their traps on main building, and then they still have to deal with strong, jungle gyms or whatever they are in every single other place. I have a feeling like it's going to become a lot clearer that like this map is stupid. And since I have not gotten very much better at Springtrap, honestly, or at least not at the parts that I want to get better at. The parts that I care the most about on him is the orbitals, and I have not improved. I think I have hit 1 orbital since the first stream, and I have been playing him a lot off stream. So it doesn't speak well to my ability to play him. I've gotten like very slightly better at actually knowing the distance I'm throwing them, but not at all better at actually landing them on survivors. Which is really sad to me, because that's the most important thing, and right now survivors aren't even really playing around orbitals. Like, occasionally people will, but it's most of the time they just kind of loop like you're, you know, a huntress or a slinger or whatever. Where you just a projectile, so they hold in like very predictable areas. And it still is just, it's so precise. And I personally am kind of hoping that they buff the orbitals specifically in however many ways, and then maybe do like a nerf or two to some of the other things. Whether they'll do that, I don't know. Not likely. But it would be nice. But in his other departments, like the less I do orbitals, the more I win is essentially what it comes down to. He feels quite strong in every other aspect. Not like super strong, like strong enough that she heard me. There was somebody else just standing. Oh, I guess she's AFK. Really? That is incredibly annoying. Well, chasing in main is stupid. But so is chasing in Shack. It's kind of a lose-lose scenario. Ooh! That could not have gone more perfectly. Got rid of this annoying pallet that connects into the window and into the other strong pallet. Got the Nemesis proc and the down. Pretty much as good as it gets. So she'll be right there. Those gens are awful close. If they're just gonna run me on a rock, then I'll just go for my M1. Ooh, that was pretty good. That was like a max distance throw. I have... okay. I should have been more confident. Okay, so that window is super strong if they don't screw it up, but she did. That's the only mind game you have. And because they have the pallet, the fact that I won that mind game was basically meaningless. This window is so fucking stupid. And it leads into this window. Like, that's the thing. Even if you fuck up at that window, you can have the pallet remove your mistakes, and you can have this window remove your mistakes. There's so much that's stupid about this main building. And the only reason that I have counterplay is because I have an axe. And I still fucked it up. She doubled back. Like, look at this! She can loop me around this extremely long loop, and then whenever I'm even mildly close, she just takes this window. Like, if you're in... And I have not gained... Okay, I'm actually just going to be like, hey, look at how stupid this is. Because I should have abandoned chase, but like, look at how fucking stupid that is. Imagine you don't have a projectile. You could be there all game. Like, genuinely, I was 115 that entire time. And I did not gain chase until, like, the third opportunity for her to vault. Like, that was so stupid. I don't think she understands that Nemesis lets me see her aura when Friendcillion triggers. Huh? Am I blind? Okay, whatever. Yeah, it is beyond stupid that they made this building like this. I mean, like fuck me. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to abandon Laura because I'll lose the game if I chase her, since she has played Survivor before. That may also be part of it. Maybe people are experiencing a lot of new players in the FNAF map, which is making it so it feels weaker than it actually is. That was a generous hit. And the thing is, I really hate this map. Because it's main building into Shack. And because Laura saw me throwing the game, she must think I'm a baby killer, so she's teabagging me. Oh yeah. Like, realistically speaking, you should never ever waste your time. Oh my god, that was a freaking incredibly fast heal. That was so stupid. Fortunately, this Laura completely fucked up. There's no way you make it. There's somebody there to pallet save. It's so annoying how difficult it can be to get the pickup sometimes. Well, oh my god, these heals are so fast. I leave them for like 10 seconds and they're already healed. That was a good idea. I thought I could... What? Oh. This Ada is insanely laggy. I'm guessing Laura probably has some, like, anti-tunnel shenanigans, which is why she's so confident. Oh boy. I mean, you really can't hit that. Not in time. Honestly, I thought she was just gonna hold W. Okay, so now we get to play this window again, and then she fucked it up. It's so easy. I don't have my projectile. Like, that's the thing. The only reason it has any strength is because people are playing it so improperly. You just take the window when they don't have the projectile and try and fake it out when they do. Alright, here's this one. 115 killer. And she's not... Wait. Oh, shit. Okay. Brand new way. So you can loop that window, into this loop, into this window. This is a very fair map, yeah. If you're an M1 killer, like, I don't know, just DC when you get this map. It's so bad. It's so stupid. Like, she played poorly. But the reason she had to play poorly, kind of, sort of, is because of the fact that... Oh, I should have waited a second for... DMS. That's my bad. But she had to play like that because I have a projectile. Because she couldn't stay at the pallet loop where she was completely invulnerable to normal and 1 killers. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much lost the entire game off of the 1 Laura chase because I missed 1 axe. Which I knew I was doing when I was doing it, but I wanted to highlight how insanely stupid this setup is. Because she didn't really do anything special. She just played the loop properly. Why don't... What? Whatever. It's such a stupid map. I actually have I think last time when I did Survivor Stream, I basically did the same kind of a chase. A healing. Okay, so there was botany, empathetic, do no harm. So full healing build off of her. Interesting. So I guess I should have tunneled. If I wanted to win. Okay, I guess she was the only one with healing. She must have been the one getting all of the pickups. Hmm. Because if you play this, like, imagine you get this map, and you're playing as like Myers. Fuck do you do? you use your power, and they run you on main literally the entire time. Like the only thing you can do is hopefully sneak up on people who are outside of main and pop your power, and then get them in a jungle gym, which is significantly more realistic than main. It's insane. I played against a doc. I don't know if that was on stream or not, but I played against a doctor. They couldn't do anything, because if they shocked, they slowed themselves down long enough that I could get to a different window or to a different pallet. Because everything is so... It's literally... Like, you saw there with the Michaela, she didn't use it properly, but it was a window into a pallet, and if they lose a mind game, you get either that window, or you can literally go all the way around to the other window. It's dumb. Like, every single killer that has to rely on not, super speed or projectiles just kind of loses on that map if survivors know what they're doing. So Bubba probably sucks as well. Freddy, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure how his dream snares work with the what's it called? The elevation is the only thing. If he can do the elevation, maybe think Pig, it's stealth or nothing, and her stealth is not great. Ghostface, it's stealth or nothing. Legion, sure, you get a free injury, I guess, kind of, but after that, you're gonna be there for hours. Like Koo would not even help me get downs here. That's the crazy part. Like maybe on the third window vault, maybe I could get down with Koo there. Otherwise, it's pretty much just survivors need to not screw up. Now and it's really, I don't know. It's just sort of, I guess, symptomatic of the sort of redundance or never usefulness of being an M1 killer. Because now it is pretty much just like, just have a chase power forehead, and if you don't, you lose. And 110 killers, the thing is, I bet even Huntress is going to have a pain because she's 110, and being 110 is terrible. The thing about Springtrap specifically is he's 115 and has a projectile. Like, you can be 115, catch up to them, and then throw your projectile. With Huntress, they're going to get so much distance on you that they can probably literally go all the way around the window vault, completely dodging your hatchet. Like, if you pull it up, they can dodge your hatchet and then still make it all the way around. like being 110 just means that they don't have to take the window vault. They can just get an extra loop out of it every time you pull up your hatchet. It's like unless I'm totally missing something, that seems to be how it works. Because I've run killers on it. I showed y'all me getting run on it right there, and like the only mistake I made was missing one M2, I'm pretty sure. I think that was it. I don't think I missed more than one. No, my Prestige 5. Honestly, I haven't even really noticed the knife being different. I got Prestige 4, and I think I immediately tuned it out. Usually when I get the fresh Prestige cosmetic, I'll notice it for like a match or two, but I didn't even notice it on the first match I played with him. This is pretty much, I think, become my like generic, I don't want to think about having to pressure gens build. It's because if I want to make this stronger, replace lethal with pain res. This will win you. This will increase your win rate by like 20% if you replace lethal with pain res. My main issue is just that I find it so boring if I don't find a survivor within the first like 30 seconds of a match. But even if that's like how bad you have it, like you straight up go to the wrong place, survivors get a full like 2 gens before you find them. I still think pain res is stronger than lethal pursuer. It's purely like lethal pursuer is purely there, so I don't have to spend a bunch of time walking around trying to find a survivor. Not at all, because it's a good because on this build it's really not. Like relative to the other option of pain res. And the reason I pick it is mainly, the reason I use this build, or I'm using it right now, is because I really am just tired of gen kicking perks. Pop and Eruption are way stronger than pretty much any other regression in the game. But god, am I bored of kicking gens. I guess I go to 5. Somebody in front of me and somebody to my... 2 people behind me. Oh, hello, Nia. Ah. I feel like I heard her walk up to me. Honestly, I don't really want to chase her. I want to disturb the 2 people. But you see what I mean? That's a really strong loop. Like, there's this tiny... This is a strong loop. Oh, I am undetectable. I was like, why aren't you running away from me? Really? She gets 1 hit on me and she can make it all the way into main. She's not, because she's going to play the... Oh, wait. These tables are broken right now. I have to break this now. It's probably better to break the other pallet. But yeah, you can chain that tile into this one. And then you see here, I'm 115. She's going to the wrong... That's like, this is the only bad window, I think. Every other window in main building is stupid. That one is just like, kind of strong. There's a lot of progress on gens. Where? Yeah, I mean, because it's just like strong loop into main building into strong loop into shack into strong loop. It's so sad. Had my red stain? Oh no, they were running. They have Nemesis, so they should be oblivious. Did they go the other way? Oh my god, I wasted like 10 minutes trying to find the Nemesis person. Ugh. Wait, hold on, I wasted literally 50 seconds trying to find that Nemesis person. I'll get my free hit on her and then I'm gonna go after the Fung. They'll have to give me a lot of pressure here. I think that's overcome. Ugh. The main issue with Lethal Pursuer is that if the first person I go into I kind of screw up my chase, then I've royally screwed myself for the rest of the game. Whereas with Pain Res, it doesn't really matter how badly I screw up. Okay. Well, you see, like, is this the only tile that spawns in here? I swear, it's literally just like strong window. What is this one called? Is it just? I don't know the names of tiles. I don't know if that's a jungle gym or what. But it's really strong. The person's walking forward towards this door. good in theory, not in practice. I mean, not when I'm aiming badly. We have the kitchen. Honestly, you don't want to drop that pallet against Springtrap because of that. That's the thing. You can shoot underneath these pots and pans, so this is just a bad pallet versus Springtrap. It's another one of the things, like, against a normal one killer, that pallet's, like, pretty good. It's not incredible. Like, they will eventually get you, but it's not bad. Against Springtrap, it's actually useless. Like, you may as well not even have the pallet. Damn, I couldn't DMS this one in time. Oh no, that was a different one. Interesting. She's hiding behind that rock. Okay, apparently I'm stupid. Where are they for the DMS? Here, apparently. I tried to flick onto her in time. Break the pallet. You can't play around the double pallet when they have both up. She really forked that one. If I shot over the tree, that might have been a thing. Okay, does she know how to run? Oh, she's going to... Nope. She screwed it up. You should go towards this. This window should be your goal at all times. Instead, she's going to a much weaker loop that I actually can do something about.
Lay there and suffer.
Hello. It was kind of a good idea. I kind of need DMS that gen. Which is unfortunate because that gives them a free unhook. But if it pops, then... Okay. It's honestly... it's kind of rough no matter what. Because I can't kick it with DMS. Yeesh. I still have a considerable amount of undetectable left on me. I also think that the recovery time... Okay, this person definitely has overcome. Because she didn't go for the window again. Worst part is, I don't even know if this is like a safe bet, because I could eat DS here. Yep. It's not a fair DS in my opinion. I think this is a stupid DS that I don't deserve. Because I literally hooked somebody, but, you know. Yeah, so here is the issue with this build, is that if I had pop, I would have been able to throw people off of it, and she makes that. This gen is at 99. I genuinely don't have time to do literally anything. If they go back to that gen, I lose. I just need to get into this door and they'll get jump scared. Yep, and adrenaline. Wow. Very cool, DS into adrenaline. After I hooked somebody else in between. That was definitely a very deserved thing that occurred. She has... Damn it. Nope. I think I get you down with the... Nope. It was not going to work. Took too long. The other person is going for the unhook. Apparently you cannot unhook with the axe in your back, which I'm pretty sure is a bug that they need to fix because it's really stupid for proxy camping. And it should not be a thing. I thought I had seen it happen, and I thought that it was like a console thing because they have not optimized DVD for consoles, so it's very easy to find yourself in a scenario where you didn't rebind a power to something. But I'm playing on PC and I still have that issue. I got hit with an axe with a proxy camping Springtrap, and I couldn't pull them off the hook. I'm sure they'll fix it sooner or later, because that's a pretty common thing. I don't know why, because I feel like if there's ever an issue that's common, you should maybe be thinking about it a little bit more. You should maybe be a little bit more proactive in fixing it instead of letting it occur and then fixing it. But it's something that happens a lot with killer releases, and then they'll fix it in the following patch or whatever. Did I get any? Yes. I am very poor on my BP offering. I have to keep going back and forth between putting in bloody party streamers on him. I have like infinitely many BP offerings on Ghoul, so I kept playing him like back and forth with Springtrap, so I would earn enough to get a BP offering on Springtrap, and then go back to Ghoul after I used it, and then just back and forth and back and forth. So I've actually found Ghoul quite fun, which I'm surprised by, because I really am not a big fan of dash killers. I don't think I like any of the other dash killers except kind of sort of Nurse. But even Nurse is like really unique. But most of them, you know, Chucky, I'm not a big fan of, at least right now. I think I was a fan of him on his release, but over time he's just kind of felt worse and worse for me. Wesker is fine. Like, he's probably the least objectionable dash killer for me. He's like okay, but not great. I hate Blight. Local. I'm in favor of deleting Blight person over here. Oni doesn't make sense. I don't actually hate. In theory, I don't hate Oni. In practice, I really dislike him, because he encourages this sort of pre-dropping, never take chances gameplay that is the least fun thing to do in DBD. Because if you get hit once by Oni, it's so punishing because you give him his power. So it makes it so all survivors play like super duper safe, and it kind of removes a lot of the mind gaming and skills out of normal gameplay. So that's honestly my biggest issue with Oni, is how people play against him rather than his actual like power. I'm also bad at using his power, but the main reason I don't like him is how people play against him. Demo is like technically a dash killer, I guess. He doesn't really feel like it because of how strong his cooldowns are. He feels more like a projectile killer. Not a big fan of him. Don't like him. Don't hate him. Billy, not a big fan of. Is that all of them? Oh yeah, Vecma got some some pretty big buffs that actually make his fly apparently kind of crazy right now. I am not good at Vecna. I tried picking him up, and he does feel a lot better now that his fly is stronger. Just the extra map traversal is so nice. Plus the fact that you have it at the start of your matches, meaning you can quickly get to the opposite side of map where all the survivors spawn. Can't be understated how good that is. Like that alone, just making it so your first chase happens like 15 seconds earlier is huge, because that's 15 seconds of 4 people being on gen. That's like 60 seconds of gen progress that you get to stop. It's so good. Houndmaster's kind of a dash killer. I like her, kind of. I have not gotten used to the way her camera switches to snug, is my biggest issue with her. She feels very disorienting. But then Ghoul, I like him. I don't know. Oh yeah, Dark Lord. His wolf is... I don't own him, so I don't know how I feel about him. but I'm not a big fan of him conceptually because he's so many killers wrapped in once. But yeah, I've been having fun with Springtrap. I've been having fun with Ghoul. So it's actually the last 2 releases have been good killers, even though I only got Ghoul at the same time I got Springtrap. But yeah, I do think, you know, yeah. I mean, I've said it a couple times, but I really wish they would just make his orbitals better, and then maybe nerf some of his other things. I think his map traversal is in a good place, but it sort of feels weird because his stealth is so good that you get more distance on a survivor than you really ought to, since the doors are located right next to gens and there's basically no warning unless the door is facing the gen and you can look at the static on the thing. Apparently that's the thing. If you look at the little numbers on the door when it's facing you, the like 1 is linked to 6, it'll go all staticky to show you if Springtrap is in that door or teleporting to that door. So if you see it normal and you see it go static, you need to start pre-running. I have a feeling that, I mean, it's inconsistent since not all doors actually face gens, but when it does happen, I have a feeling that it's going to get worse. And I see 3 toolboxes, so I'm throwing on pain res. Or, no. I shouldn't compromise just because they're playing super fast games. I feel like if I put on pain res, then I'll be inspired to like actually super sweat. And I really don't find DVD very, very fun when I'm sweating. It's a very kind of annoying middle ground that I have to play, because I think sweating isn't fun, but receiving toxicity also isn't fun. And unfortunately, when you lose in DVD, that's when you receive the most toxicity. I did like, I recorded my matches for like 100 and something games, and it was like when you win, there's about a 20% chance you receive toxicity. When you lose, there's about a 70% chance you receive toxicity. And it's like, oh, that's more than triple. So ever since then, I have been a little bit sweatier, but also like a little bit less willing to do things that let me lose, but not so much to the point of,
If you wish.
oh, they all spawned in main. That's unfortunate. Not so much to the point of like trying to be absolutely completely optimal. Really? Okay, game. Okay, I'm chasing her. Him? Oh, I guess all 3 of them. What? Why? What was the plan here, Steve? Why did you just like sit still and let me into you? That was not a great choice on your part. Okay, there she is. I do get the download on where she's going. It was not even close. She was W keying. No! I'm actually just trying to make it to Shaq. I mean, you never win at that point. Because you're on the short side of a loop where I can see over it. Even if I miss, you're going to end up getting M1'd. Almost. I thought he would go left. He has touched a gen, so I am allowed to go after him. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that's you, dead. I think I've seen, there's like a slight glitch with DS. He doesn't have it because he touched the gen, but if you are really close to a hook, you can in fact trigger DS off of. Like, it triggers late on Springtrap's grab for some reason. Okay, she didn't... Uh... Okay. I was trying to take priority over the window, but if she vaults it, then that works too. She's going to the strong part, this window. Hopefully it's the pallet instead of the window. It's the window. Oh, but she's leaving it, going to the other... I mean, to be fair, which part of this map isn't the strong part is a good question. I kind of need to zone her away. She'll drop that. That's the cool thing. Yeah, he also is like really fast while holding up his axe. There's a lot of little things they need to tweak on Springtrap. Let's just... Damn. I kind of don't give a heck. This is annoying. DMS isn't triggered anywhere. I'm gonna try and trigger it on that gen, I guess. What? This isn't where Steve was? Wait, where was he? Oh, well, Steve is on Death Hook, so... You're definitely the eye of my light right now. I could have gotten him earlier if I lunged, but I didn't want to down him underneath the pallet since they all have... They all have toolboxes. I think they're organized, so I don't want to eat a pallet save. Oh, your DMS finally triggered on somebody. This is Steve dead. It tells me where he is, but he's the least of my problems. I care about literally everybody else more. Okay. Yeah, that's not exactly true. Nancy isn't important to me either. Main issue is Yui. I need her dead. Huh. That's annoying. I'm gonna throw this and just patrol the gen. And I guess go look at that gen. Well, here's Nancy. I guess spreading pressure is good too. Plus, this is a much weaker tile than Shack, which is where Nancy was going to send me. Especially if he plays it incorrectly. Damn, that was bad on me. Oh yeah, he played this completely wrong.
Lay there and suffer.
Okay. Hopefully, Friend Cillian triggers DMS on wherever. It's kind of awkward because they have 3 gens at half progress. Okay, there's Yui. And it's also where Nancy is. Get my free hit on Nancy. Okay, there she is. I see her coming for the unhook. She's worth more. You can pick up Yui once, or Nancy. Once Yui's dead, it's game over. I'm guessing that's what he's doing, yeah. Since he picked her up, he now has... Oh, give me my jump scare. Ooh. Oh, boil over. Yeah, there's a hook over here. I wonder if the jump scare does anything weird with DS. Probably not.
You belong here.
Going to try and trick him into thinking that I'm going the long way. And no, I'm not. Shh, don't look at that. It was a mind game, okay? I was just playing around dead hard. Huh. Shouldn't I be able to M1 kill him? I thought they made it so that if there's only 2 survivors left, I could kill them. Yeah, don't worry about the missed axe. It was big brain playing around dead hard. Never missed an axe on accident. It's always been completely mind game. It's always been a mind game. Trying to edge out a few extra points, make sure I get a pudding or a bipus. Was it? It didn't feel like it was that fast. No, it wasn't super fast. It was 1 super fast, 1 pretty fast, and 1 kind of fast. Oh wait, but they did have hyper focus. I think they didn't have the opportunity to use their build because they were kind of getting pressured by me. That's the thing. When you're playing against somebody who's running a toolbox that's making gens go fast, the best thing you can do is tunnel the person with the toolbox. It makes it so they don't get to use their perks that they brought for the toolbox, they don't get to use the toolbox that they brought. And it just is overall, like... And it's just the generally optimal thing. It makes it... Because that's the person least likely to have off-the-record DS dead hard. Because if they have a fast toolbox, then they probably brought hyper focus and Felix's refresh perk and yada yada yada. Everything that they've done has sort of led you into you either tunnel them from first hook and kill them, or you're playing a super strong killer, or you lose. those are your options. Fortunately, Springtrap is strong enough that it's not so bad. I didn't need to tunnel her, but that was also because they weren't running the main building super efficiently. So that was definitely quite helpful. I think Laura's been the only one that's actually run main building well so far. Everyone else has been making some pretty blatant mistakes. It's kind of understandable because of the projectile nature of Springtrap. It's not as brain off as against somebody that's just an M1 killer. Or somebody that's, you know, Huntress. The M1 115 projectile really does screw up the autopilot for this map. But yeah. It's not good. Even still, they need to make a bit of change. Oh yeah, this one was bugged. I went into a match. I mean, I said it earlier, but I went into a match where I had the main building. And I swear I ran him for 200 seconds on the main building alone. But it's bugged to not go past 60 seconds. I'm not sure if they fixed it yet. They may have already fixed it, but I don't think they fixed it yesterday when I was playing. Yeah, so queues are like, they're not terrible. They're just like kind of bad. Because the first day was like 10-minute queues. Now it's only like 4 minutes, which still not great, you know. I feel like a queue over 1 minute is too long, personally. I think they need to increase the BP bonuses, is what I think. They should make it so that, you know, every 30 seconds difference, or maybe maybe like a minute is you get, yeah, every 30 seconds you get 25% blood point bonus, and then that would be at that's at 4 minutes. That would already be past the maximum cap, because right now I think I haven't actually seen it pass 2.5 times, which is only 150% blood point bonus. Which I don't believe. I'm sure that we've gotten to 200% blood point bonus queue time, so I'm wondering if they actually reduced the cap when they updated the multipliers. I think they should increase the possible like maximum cap to 400% or even better 500%. I think 500% looks... Oh no, actually, if you do it 400% bonus, then that makes it look like 5 times. I was gonna say 500% looks better, but if you do 500% with the current multiplicative multiplier, it'll be 6 times instead of 5 times. But yeah, I think they should increase maximum cap for normal queues to up to 400% and then make it so that'll cap after queues are like 4 minutes long, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. As it is, I think it's a little bit too low. I think most of Freddy's add-ons are pretty, like, cool. I think they're relatively good design. I've gone over how strong I think they are, but they're also, like, pretty diverse, which I think is neat. Even if some of them aren't super strong or are inconsistent or something, there's, like, a reason to pick almost all of the add-ons, which I think is really nice. Because this is really nice if you want to do, like, risky shots. I mean, I guess... Sorry, wait, I was looking at the wrong one. Increased killer duration of instinct. This isn't super necessary. It is a little bit nice, but it's not that great. But it is brown. So if you're maybe new and don't have any BP, it's not the worst thing. I guess this one there's not much of a reason. Maybe if you're trying to go for an amendment. But like this one, streamers, that one's one that I like to run. This one I basically always have equipped. This one is, you know, decent general use. This is an interesting one that I have not messed with at all. I don't know how worthwhile it is. I kind of wish this changed it to like aura reading. Like it did the same thing, but it also showed their aura instead of killer instinct. I think that would be an interesting change. Yeah, there's a lot more diversity in his add-ons. I think they have done a pretty good job overall. A pretty good job so far with the Springtrap, and they just need to make a couple of tweaks, and he'll be in a very good place. Because he's not super duper strong, even as he is now with some of his bugs and stuff. He's still not super duper strong. He's just like kind of a little bit unintuitive and annoying. I'd be okay with them somehow buffing the security doors for survivors. I mean, making it so there's a little bit more incentive to using them. It's a bit awkward because getting wall hacks on the killer can be so like not great. Or I mean like too strong, and it sort of removes some. It removes your ability to mind game, which isn't the best design, I think. Yeah, for this thing, just like pin them in. Well, I kind of have to hope nobody's here for the pallet save. They aren't. Very fortunate. I still have undetectable. I finished an entire chase with undetectable. That's awesome. Almost. It was a little bit not far enough. That's too far. Oh, not nearly too far as I thought. Oh, that was smart of her. Okay, this Fung actually is pretty good. I think she knows how to play tiles. Okay, I'm going to leave her, honestly. She's too good. It's too strong of a tile for me to be chasing somebody that's competent. Oh, I'm on Yui now. I kind of meant to go after... Oh, wait. Meg. Oh, I am not doing... I'm not playing well this match so far. This would be a very deserved DS. And it's not there. Man... How come you only eat DS when you don't deserve it? And when you absolutely do deserve it, the game's just like, no. This is going to be a survivor who was just trying to have a little bit of fun. Oh, she's just camping the pallet. That's disappointing. I thought better of you, Fung. I guess she was exposed. I mean, it's right there. I'm not even undetectable. No, you're not the one I'm looking for. Huh. That's so strange. I could have sworn I saw the blood going that way. That's annoying. Oh well, it's not like I deserve to tunnel that Meg. Oh, this is kind of bad. I'm going through here to see if they're healing in main. I think they were. I think I saw them on main stage. This is Tori, but where's Meg? I don't think that pallet is... I mean, it's... So here's the thing, yeah. It's funny. It's one of my favorite things is like running. Wow, gens have been going so fast. I did one bad chase and 3 gens are done. Crazy. What was I saying? Right, it's really funny playing as a 115 killer, and then damn. And then they get to a tile that's like, oh, I have to mind game back and forth here, and then you just pull out the axe, and they're screwed. That's one of my favorite things. I think I went to the right tile? Yep. That's the one. That is Yui, not Meg. I'm probably gonna lose this since I didn't get the Meg out. They were a little bit too efficient on gens, so... Drops that? Yeah. I think I'm better off hoping that this is Meg, honestly. That's Fung. Oh, that's Meg, though. You're exactly who I wanted to see. Is that Lythe? I guess so. Yeah, there's one gen. Do I put on pain res and just... Because it does just take too long when I'm not tunneling. Because, I mean, I had one singular bad chase and I lost the game off of it. Even though I, like, semi-tunneled. Monitor that gate for me, please. You have no idea where any of them are. I didn't see Fung on her aura. Yeah, but when you put pain res on it, it's pretty easy to... not tunnel and still win. And I mean, in general matches, the thing is, I'm more talking about general matches. When you're playing against like good survivors, then you're kind of gonna have to do it regardless. But in most of your matches, you aren't playing against good survivors. You're playing against just normal, okay-ish survivors. Sprint burst, and there's 2 people here. This is bad. I really wish I found the one person that was alone. This is way too strong of a tile for me to properly play. Okay. Well, with that, Yui will be dead. Because Springtrap is kind of stupid with the base camping. Oh, there's a... Okay, this is the perfect hook. Yeah, Springtrap is way better at base camping than he has any right to be. Because, I mean, like, he recovers so quickly that you can injure somebody and double M1 them before they... Like, and double M1 a second person before they can get the hook off. So you get 3 injuries. Well, 2 injuries and... 1 injury and a down. Before they can get their unhook. Obviously, presuming you don't miss the hatchet, but if you're really so concerned, you can just wait until they go for the unhook to make sure you don't. Oh, you can. Never mind. Why did I think you could double M1? Apparently not. No, I have to go for you now. You have life? It doesn't matter, you're trapped. I did that just to be sure that if she has life, she's still screwed. Hmm? I could have eaten a dead hard there, actually. That would have been bad. I don't believe they had any flashlights or anything. Yeah, realistically, they're not getting this save. All we did was progress her stage slightly faster, maybe. This, I really wish they would add an end-game timer for this. Because this can take so long, and it's just like... Ugh. Because I feel like if they made it like, I don't know, a 5-minute timer, if somebody, or maybe a 6-minute timer after the gens are done. Because you can be here for way longer than I think is even remotely reasonable. I mean, there really is no fun around, yeah. Okay, fine. Let me put on pain res. I hate putting it on, but it is just so stupid good. I don't think I've lost... No, I think I've lost one singular match with this build, and that's it. No, obviously that's... No. It's... Yeah. 2... Yeah, obviously I've cursed myself, so now... I'm going to lose this next match. because I said something. Damn, I'm out of the good ones. I guess a hollow shell is okay. Where's my blood points when I need them? Yeah, I do think this is probably the only good passive slowdown build at the moment, because everything else just doesn't work. If you don't have like exactly this too. Because I mean, as you saw, without the pain res, if you have something else in this slot, gens can like you'll still win plenty of your matches. But I mean, I'm talking about against matches where you're going against like consistently competent survivors. Not even like good, just like consistently. I mean, I guess consistently good, but not like great or amazing survivors. Just like consistently good. Because the thing is, a lot of matches come down to the fact that there's usually one or two survivors that aren't great, whether that be their inexperience or they're just not really paying attention or whatever. You know, any of those things can add up to it. But in the matches where you have 4 people who are all of equal skill level and aren't bad, then without pain res is just not enough. So while, you know, you can still probably win 60 or 70 or whatever percentage of your matches without, you know, with the build I was using before, you're probably going to have to be playing a little bit meaner than I was, and also most of those matches are kind of filler matches where you would have won them with, you know, just about any set of perks. As long as you had some kind of slowdown. Like if you just had pop and the other 3 were aura reading perks, it would be about as strong as this without pain res, or maybe just eruption. Eruption is kind of stupid, kind of crazy right now. Like everybody, you know, thinks about old eruption, which was absolutely bonkers, but it is still, I think, the best regression perk in the game at the moment. 10% that can be applied. 10%, I believe, of their maximum progress that can be applied to 3 gens. Like, pop only does 20%. So if a gen is half complete, pop only does as much as eruption does. Pop only does more after a gen has beaten that halfway point because it's 20% of the current progress on Pop. 20% of its current progress as opposed to 10% of the maximum progress, 10% worth of progress. So if a gen is half complete or less, Eruption does more or the same. If it's half percent more, then Pop does more, but it can only be applied to one gen. Like, the best way is to put Pop and Eruption together, obviously. Because if you put both of them together, then even a gen that's 99, you pop it, and then you get it down on somebody, and it erupts, and then, you know, you've got your game there. But I think Eruption on its own is a pretty good perk. The thing is, the only issue with Eruption is sometimes, you know, a gen pops before you get that down, which is why you usually pair Eruption with Pop. But Eruption is kind of stupid, kind of crazy. Pop is really, in my opinion, only really good when you pair it with Eruption, not so much on its own. And then, I mean, all the rest of the passive slowdown just is not great right now. You have none of this is passive slowdown. You've got Call of Brian is pretty weak right now. Corrupt is good, but I think it's a little bit overrated. DMS, you need some sort of gimmick build, but this is the only non-gimmick build with DMS. Unless you're playing Artist, I guess. Deadlock is pretty bad right now. Rune's pretty bad right now. Pentimento is okay, but you're running an entire Hex build, and you also have to be fast and like a fast killer, so you can go and set up Pentimento. Merciless does nothing. Dying Light is a joke. I've heard good things about Oppression. I don't know if Oppression is good. Overcharge is not great. Surge is killer dependent because it's an M1, also map dependent because really big maps are just turn Surge off. Oppression is the only one where I'm not certain how good it is. Because I've heard people say that it's really good. And in my experience, like, I don't know. I have not personally seen super good results from it, but I haven't used it very much. And it's also may just be because I'm not paying enough attention. Because when somebody misses a skill check on Oppression, sometimes I'm just, like, I'm not counting in my head, oh, this 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, however many skill checks have occurred. Whereas with Pop, it's like, oh, I got 8 pops. You know, it's the number of hooks I got. I got 8 pops, I got 11 pops, I got 12 pops. It's very easy to keep track of how much work Pop is doing. That's 2 bills. Ooh, that was a very generous butt hitbox. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't really do anything there. I would like to put him on pain res if I have one. Just in case there's a 3rd gen that's being worked on all the time. Really? Okay, so that gen had the most. Huh. Interesting, he didn't go for the window. Okay. Honestly, I want a 115 back to this hook. I don't want them to get this heal off for free. Oh, I thought he would dodge right. Really? You don't... I mean, I get a hit on you here if you don't drop that, so... I'm surprised you made the decision not to. He has a lot of, what's it called? I feel like I've seen a lot of the... I know a 3rd gen was gonna pop. Pain res it again, I guess. Shit. That's another weakness of this. Sometimes you get bad pain res, sometimes you have to deal with Sabo. Ooh, that was actually really good. I just barely flicked it onto him properly. I mean, I think you go down here. Yeah, that was not great. I wanna... Okay, I wanted to get a down on whoever was coming for the unhook. If Vittorio comes for this, I may be able to friends till the end him. Nah, that was very perfectly timed by them.
Wait there.
Also, I don't think it was Vittorio anyway. Ooh. DS. No DS. I mean, you already see just how big of a difference pain res is. In the other game, 2 or 3 gens would have popped. This one, 1 gen is probably at 50% on the other side of the map. And that's it. They got their heal off. I don't know where they went. I have not seen this Aurella. I'm gonna come out of that door for stealth reasons. That was a fast heal. I have no idea if this is the person who just got unhooked or not, because they're both Bill. I hope it's not DS. I think they were both dead on hook, so it didn't really matter. Okay, there she is, way over there. Oh, my bad. Ooh, that was pretty good. Anytime I get like a max range axe, I'm really happy about it, honestly. She didn't take any of the really strong windows. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Night and day between Lethal Pursuer and Pain Res. I'm not even like participating in the DMS occurrences, they're just happening. Like, I've not gone for Vittorio, which is kind of the point of this build, without pain res. Like, if I don't exclusively go after Vittorio, the super obvious person who I haven't hooked a single time, DMS does very little, but because of pain res, I think DMS triggered twice because of pain res, which is both pain res, I suppose. But it just is a lot more time that you get back. Now we get to see the point of Nemesis. There's like 3 reasons to use Nemesis. 1 is it makes them oblivious. 2 is that you can get somebody to be your obsession. Oh, that was balanced landing. I don't think you can balance off of that unless you have a very specific... I think it might be FPS dependent, because that's a thing. That was bad of me. Drops this? Yeah. There's another DMS. Although the game's over at this point. It's at 4 gens, and the game's over. With Lethal Pursuer, I would probably be at like... Or sorry, I mean, with Lethal Pursuer, I'd probably be at 2 gens, and still have 3 people alive. I think they'll be right in front of me. Yep. That's a shame. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, a lot of these loops are bad specifically versus Springtrap, but it's because he has a projectile, because they're short loops. I kind of think that they should nerf this map overall, and then maybe make some of these rocks a little bit taller. Wow, I fucked that one up. You kind of want to pin him in here until he drops it. And then... Oh. Damn! I missed all of those. Terrible axe use. Like, this one is good. Really? Damn. I guess it's a good thing I didn't chase Vittorio, because he's kind of juicing me. But now he has nothing.
There is no escape.
This'll show me Aurella. I can tell she was on that gen though. Not right. Oh wow. I guess that was a while ago. I don't see her aura, which means she's hiding in a locker. What the fuck? What? Wait. How did... What? I need an explanation on how that happened. This is also not Aurella. That's Vittorio. Literally where is Aurella? Does she have distortion? Because that's the only way that makes any sense. She needs to have distortion. Oh, he left it. My bad. I just kind of autopiloted because why would you leave Shack, but... I mean, these tiles are so much weaker versus Springtrap. I mean, look at this. Yeah, see? I can actually hit you. The opposite is not true. Where is her aura? I mean, she's in a locker, but I don't... Is there luck offerings? No. How did he get unhooked? Because Aurella's scream came from over there. So she must have been in a locker because I didn't see her aura. Unless she has distortion. But even then, she was so quick to the unhook. I'm very confused. Okay. This'll tell me. Will let me worry her? It should. Yeah.
And now you are mine.
You see the issue I have? This match was so heavily in my favor because I had pain res. One gen got done all game. But then I swap out pain res for lethal and all of a sudden, you know, 3 gens go by in a single chase. I guess it's technically the second chase. Okay, what happened? She didn't have... What the heck? She didn't have distortion. Vittorio didn't have any self-unhooking perks. How did that... I need to know how that unhook happened. Because I should have seen her aura. But yeah. I mean... that was just like the most like blatantly different. Like that was such an easy match where it's just like, okay, well, like it wasn't even competitive. And then I throw Lethal Pursuer on, and it's like, oh, well, every match ranges from competitive to out of my control. And it's like, man, this sucks. And I think the only thing I could do that's in between is like putting on Pop, but God, I hate Pop. Maybe Oppression? Okay, what's the deal with Oppression? Why do people like Oppression so much? Damage to gen. I know it's 40% cooldown. 3 gens become regressing. Affected gens being repaired. They receive a difficult skill check. I feel like the issue with Oppression is just like it's going to be inconsistent versus the best survivors, which I'm not a fan of. I really don't like perks that will win me matches I was going to win already and do basically nothing versus the matches that are difficult. It's probably my least favorite variant of perks. Okay, Bloody Party Streamer actually got one. I'm so low. I'm so low on them. I'm a little bit disappointed by how rarely Purple Guy Drawing does stuff. Because I thought it was a really good idea, but practically speaking, like, rushed... I don't know, it just... what happened was I think I downed people too quickly so frequently that I just never got real value out of it. It was a bit sad. I guess let's try Oppression and see how many times people miss the skill check. Because people tell me it's a really good perk right now, and I'm not certain about that. It feels like it's going to be inconsistent. And I do have to keep in, yeah, I guess the good thing about oppression is you can kind of like mindlessly kick gens. I don't have to like think about, oh, this specific gen I have to kick, which is the issue with pop. And to some extent eruption. Every time I use eruption I get to the gen kick limit. I swear. There's always one gen that's like main or something that survivors are trying to do from the very beginning of the game that gets the gen kick limit, and then it ends up as part of my final 3 gen. Like whenever that happens, if a game gets to the final 3 gens, always I have a gen kick limit gen with eruption. I'm just like, god damn it. This sucks. I'm so screwed because survivors didn't they pushed themselves into that kind of a place, and it's like, no, I got punished because I was too good at defending gens early on. Like if I let this gen pop halfway through, then I would be in a better place because it wouldn't have I'd be able to kick whatever gens were remaining. It is an awkward thing. It really only happens with eruption. I don't think any other perk brings me to the gen kick limit, but since eruption, if you kick a gen 4 times, eruption has triggered the gen kick limit because I believe it's only 8 kicks or 8 damage progression events. So the first kick is 1, and then when you down somebody, it's a second, and then the second kick is 2, is 3, and then 4, and so it's after 4 kicks and 4 downs. That's the gen kick limit. It's just like, ugh, it's aggravating. And sometimes it can even trigger when, nobody has been touching it. So it's just like an unnecessary kick. I think it's 8. Actually, maybe they what do I say? Nerf buff? I don't know. They may have made it so it's 10 kicks or something. I'm not certain. But it's enough where it only triggers an eruption, for at least like 99% of the time. Maybe Surge on like a small map. I've kind of fallen out of love with Surge just because, again, on small maps I don't need Surge. on the big maps where I need regression, Surge just doesn't do its job. I do kind of think they should do a slight rework on Surge where it'll hit the 2 closest generators instead of only within 32 meters, because that would sort of normalize it, where if you get Ormond, it's not a dead perk slot, but if you get Midwich, you're not freaking exploding the entire map every time you get it down. Because that's how it currently works. You get Midwich, you have Surge, you win the game. You get Ormond, you have Surge, you have 3 perks. It's a very unbalanced set. Or like there's a handful of perks like that, and even killers like that, where they just need to like have this just a little look at them, and have not like a rework in what the idea behind them is, but in a rework in how the idea is executed. Because fundamentally, if you make it the 2 nearest gens, it's not really that different from, meter radius. I think it was just the 1 nearest gen, it would probably be too weak. And they maybe like 2 nearest gens would be, too strong as it currently exists with 8% progress. Honestly, I doubt it. I'll be honest. Since it's an M1 perk, I doubt that even then it would be too strong. Because there are very few strong M1 killers. Like, really strong. All of the super strong killers get downs with their powers. It's like, I think the strongest that is consistently would get surge value is Pinhead. And, I mean, he doesn't exist anymore. But also, like, he's annoying, but he's not super duper strong. So I feel like I feel like he would probably be okay. Like, the game wouldn't suddenly revolve around Pinhead being S tier if they made Surge good.
You will not be saved.
Oh, right. I'm looking for lethal pursuer, but there's no lethal people to pursue. I mean, I spawned over here, so they'll either be on 6 or the one to my left. Okay, so they're over there, or they're in main, that's right. They're on this gen or main. They're on this gen. Good in theory. He was kind of blockaded in, so even if I missed it, it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, main. Oh, we have the pallet one. Okay, so this is actually a lot weaker when it's just a pallet. I mean, I guess you can just not use the pallet. Works for me. Okay, so there are in fact hooks inside of the middle, inside of main. I wonder if they changed that? Because I swear it wasn't a thing before. Huh. That was a fast vault. I disagree, game. I'm ditching it to become 115 so I can move back faster. You should not have done that, bud. You have to pre-drop this pallet against Springtrap or you get nothing from it. I mind gamed him, but it's not enough. It's a really strong pallet, and the only reason I can play around it is because I have an axe. Imagine being any M1 killer, and this shit sucks ass. Good idea, but since you dodged, sucks to... Okay, well, that hard. I don't feel bad about tunneling you anymore. Now it's kind of deserved. Like, look at this. Name any other killer that would be able to deal with this outside of just getting somebody to finally fuck me. That's what I get. Feels bad. That was really stupid of me, but still. It's still annoying. Well, that's 2 people who missed skill checks. I just didn't want to spend, because this is the closest hook on the outside, so I didn't want to spend fucking 40 seconds. Okay. Finally getting back to hook. I probably lost the entire game off of that one chase, since I didn't get him down. Which is a common theme today. I seem to be losing most of my games off of a single chase that I decided to not just sort of abandon. And oppression is already up, which is crazy. But nobody hit that one, or nobody missed that one. Where the hell are the scratch marks? I keep losing people because I can't see their frickin' scratch marks. I've been having I swear, I've been having a much bigger issue with that since the most recent update. I feel like I can never actually see scratch marks. Literally where? The bloodstain. Oh. He was so quiet, I could not hear him at all. But he doesn't have Iron Will. How strange. Okay, there's the dude on the thing. Yeah, it's 3 gens are gonna pop here. Yeah, I actually had counterplay around that pallet. Yep, 3 gens are done. What the fuck? I was dead on with him. How the hell? I had to be 115 here. He infinitely gets that window. Okay. I don't think I had the reach anyway. I disagree. Whatever. Pick this for oppression. Good lord. I've been so bad with my melee axes. Oh! I guess it's a good thing I was bad with my melee axe, because otherwise I would have, given him free distance. I guess I just have to hope that that gen is being untouched. I know he has Dead Hard, but he has no other anti-tunnel, so... Actually, that's not true. At all. He could have 5 health states and I would never know. Ayaya. Hello Mayumium, thank you for raiding. Ah. Wow. That is very fortunate. I easily could have eaten Dead Hard there. Yes? Ah, damn. Yesn't. It's been very, very one-sided games. Either I'm always on the backstep or I'm completely thrashing. And I'm trying to find a good build that's makes it so that it's somewhat competitive. Because if I throw on... I found that if I throw on pain res instead of what I have oppression, that I just kind of win really a little bit too much. Which sounds like really bad when I put it like that, but I put it on for a game and I lost with 1 gen being completed without even tunneling, and I was just like, no, that's too much. So I've been trying out oppression. Yeah. Wait. Nah, took 2. That was actually really close. Break the pallet. No Dead Hard, please. Thank you. I still have a while before DMS can trigger again. I'm gonna kick this for oppression. No missed skill checks. He didn't... I'd honestly rather the David. I feel like this is a worse area for them. I think if I eat off the record DS, then I lose. Oh, this plant has collision. My bad, I didn't realize that. I always think that the bushes should never have collision, but they do. Okay. This should get me DMS on whatever they're working on. Yep. Oh! Hello, Nicholas! He jump scared me. Yeah. Bushes are like inconsistent in their collision. So like this bush, it doesn't really look like it does, but vertically it'll block your axe. It's kind of weird. there's a tiny little nub here, but then normal bushes like this don't have any collision. I think it also depends a little bit on the map. I probably should have been paying attention to the aura of Leon instead of talking about bushes. Oh well. I mean, he's probably hiding in shack. I do believe... That's where I always go for... Interesting. It'll get rid of the axe that I've embedded in a locker. I always go for shack hatch, because that's the only spawn that I consistently know of. Is right here. Right aligned with the opposite of main window. Come on. Damn. Could have happened. The other spawn is main. It's main and hatch, but there's like 3 spawns in main. I think there's one in the ball pit, one backstage, and then one like right here. Yeah. It's it's funny. There's certain tiles that always have very specific hatch spawns. Like hills, for some reason hills get prioritized for hatch as well. So it's like you've got hatch, you've got main, and you've got hills. Oh, that crow is just landing. Oh, hello hatch. Right in front of main. So Leon was here recently, because that crow just landed. Yep. Fair enough. I have to look away from him so I down him. That way I don't pick him up so I can actually get the Mori. I've had to do that a surprising number of times where I get the axe hit, and then I have to M1 looking over here, looking in the opposite direction of them, and then turn back into them. So I don't have to go through the long pickup animation and long hook death animation, get the faster Mori. Well, Oppression did pull its weight, kind of, sort of. I think there were 3 missed skill checks because of it, and I'm sure that there were some Jins that were forced to regress passively. How about you? Have you been enjoying Springtrap? I found him to be pretty good. Obviously, there's always some slight things that can be tweaked. Yeah. No, I didn't get either of my beefy offerings. I guess I'll be stuck with the shell. The poor man's blood pudding. Yeah. There's 3 different. I've been using Friends Till the End, Nemesis, DMS. But that's been the main thing. Sorry for low typing. Try to solve post-stream issues. Oh, don't worry about that. I am personally a infinite lurker. Only place where spring seems to be kind of fun, not overwhelming. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've been having a pretty good time overall with him. Honestly, I think my biggest complaint about the chapter is the map. It seems a little bit too strong, but everything else has been, I think, quite good. Obviously, little tweaking. There's always got to be little bit tweakings because nothing's ever perfect. But he has a good balance of power. He's not oppressive. There's some things where I would move his power kit. Like I would like his orbals to be better and maybe reduce his stealth a little bit. But it's been fun. Also been playing a little bit of Ghoul. I only just recently got Ghoul. And he's been quite fun as well. But I think we're still in the Springtrap era. Map is small. It's fun to kite on, so I have no complaints. That's fair. My main issue with the map is the main building. There's so many windows on main building, and they all connect into each other, so it sort of feels like Dead Dog. Oh, you just got back to the game 2 days ago. Ghoul is Tokyo Ghoul, Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. He's it's the manga, the anime. His deal is he's sort of like, well, he's very loud. First of all, he screams a lot, but yeah, his deal is he's kind of like a slingshot killer where you use your tentacles to like grab onto a piece of the environment and then you rush towards the environment and then you'll keep going a little bit past that, and then after you do your first rush you can like latch onto survivors and injure them, but you can't down them with that. You have to get a normal M1 to down. So you sort of balance like rushing in front of them to block off resources and then M1ing to down them. He's been a little bit a little bit controversial with his initial release, but he's gotten a lot of updates and I think he's in a pretty good place at the moment. So I guess I'll keep running oppression. Yeah, he's pretty similar to Spider-Man, I guess. Yeah. If you were to turn Spider-Man into a DBD killer, it probably would be very similar to Ken Kaneki. Thank you for following. About as close as you can get. Yeah. Ah, 3 flashlights. I'll have to be careful. There aren't too many pallets. Ooh, wait. Mini BP? Okay, 2 BP. 2 bonus BP offerings. I thought they were gonna all make up for my lack of bloody party streamers. Cakes, yes. Oh yeah, the anniversary event is coming up in like... It's even a month. I think it might just be a few weeks. These people can't be unfriendly. Hopefully, that would always love a good friendly match of Dead by Daylight. Okay, so it's got to be. Oh, is there no Jin in? Oh, hey, what? Oh, okay. A lot of things just happened all at once. That was extremely disorienting. No dodging this. Damn you. I can't believe you would prove me wrong. I think it's a little bit too far to do that. Let me chase Serena. That was maybe... Oh. Maybe a little bit ambitious. Hi, Laura. They're like rats. They're everywhere. Well, I think that maybe Jins are going to be a little bit on the slower side, at least. Everybody is here. I tried to... Actually, I don't want to chase in Shaq. Got him. Don't blind me, please. Ooh, he does not know this map yet. There is... I see you. I know you're around me. Oh, on my right. Okay, I don't think they have background player, fortunately. This should trigger DMS. Well, potentially. It didn't. Maybe I'll push them off of this gen for DMS. Oh. Okay, oppression triggers here. I know which thing they're on. So if they stay on 2... Nah. Hello? Oh, she was on my left, not my right. Ah, I thought she would dodge out. And she faked the window, that was good. Are you just camping this? Oh no, I completely misread her scratch. Wait, actually, where did she go? I kind of knew it was head on too. There you are. Ooh, that was a big mistake. It doesn't matter, I'm blocking the pallet. Okay. Surely this one will trigger DMS on its own. Baboom. There we go. Main building. Oh. This shit is at nothing. He, like, immediately missed a skill check. Yeah, I think she has quick and quiet, which is why I didn't hear her getting into the locker. Ugh. I kind of want to interrupt this heal, I'll be honest. Ooh, I think that was actually a pretty good hit by me. Just barely. Just barely got that. Very edge. Okay, I wanted to look at the door to make sure nobody was coming through it for a insane flashbang save. I'm guessing when Springtrap is coming through a door, the little number panel will be staticky. I'm guessing that's probably also the truth for when a survivor is going through the number panel. Both of these gens have something on them. Let's go ahead and press both of them. Okay, they are not Nemesis. But I don't see where they are, so I guess I can go back to hook. Is this where I hooked them? I see the scratch marks. Did they go back left? Darn. Oh dear, they disappeared. I'm wasting a bunch of time. I mean, it's 5 gens, I guess. It's not really that big of a deal. If I make 1 or 2 misinformation guesses. Fortunately for me, he just ran in a straight line, so that was nice and easy. Let's see, which way is he going to play? Okay, he plays around normal main. That was pretty good by me. Let's go ahead and press this. Oh, I hear footsteps. Let's see. Oh dear, I'm going to pick up. Where? Alright, well, they can't make this save anymore. Oh, never mind, they have background player. I thought they didn't. That's a shame. This window is too strong for me to play around without the axe. There are the gens. I was wondering when they were gonna start. Okay, DMS. Nice, 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 nice. And oh, that was really far done. It's a shame oppression won't hit that one. It does hit that one though. I'm going to come around a weird way in hopes that they run into me. Yeah. Oh, these people are playing too stealthy. They're playing too smart. Here we go. Well, I'm 115 now, so it should still be a hit. Where are you? Wait. Where? There you are. We're on 2 gens. This is bad. Oh, I totally misread her. Grunts of pain. That was bad. But she made a bigger mistake. I think they noticed that they were not getting any flashlight saves on me, so they started being more efficient on gens. Although they did get one. Y'all should stop doing gens and try and flash me again. He's just walking around. I hope I can get oppression on this gen without it DMSing. Okay, this one... Okay, this one is DMS'd. That far one... I love Vittorio. Yeah, you cannot save against a axe throw. It prevents you from M1ing. I'm hoping it's a bug and they fix that, because that's not how it should work. Did it? It put it directly onto the person who got unhooked. Honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to eat off the record DS dead hard. But these people frickin' disappeared into the night. That throws up oppression. I have no idea what the statuses of the rest of these gens are looking like, though. Somebody was here recently. They're making this so much more difficult. I think they're calling me out whenever I'm leaving. Okay, there we go. Oh, she got 4 seconds of... God, they're all dodging. She got maximum dramaturgy value. She is on death hook, but that's... Hold on. That was a good idea. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this one. They were just really coordinated. And overall, just good players in general. This is one of those matches where I need pain res instead of oppression. That would have been really aggravating. I need to shove them off the gen ASAP. Damn it. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that miss. That was such an embarrassing miss. It didn't happen. Nobody saw it. Okay, they don't have any more resources here. What is this door? I've never seen a door that close to a window. Never underestimate the cake team. True, true. Well, that's a 2... Wait a minute. She's... Oh, never mind. The door was blocking the exit gate. I thought she didn't have any way to get there. Yeah, oppression did not do as much for me there as I would have liked it to. Yeah, they played very well. It's so unfortunate, man. I guess what it really comes down to is just the inconsistent skill in DVD. Because like Lethal Pursuer, when I'm going against like less experienced, is fine. Oppression when I'm going against middle experienced is fine. Pain Res when I'm going against experienced is fine. But if I do anything else and it mismatches, then the game becomes lopsided. If I do Lethal Pursuer against well experienced, it's game. If I do Oppression against well experienced, it's game. If I do Pain Res against newer survivors, it's game, but the other way. It's so rough. Trying to find the good balance. Come on. Give me pudding or BPS. I need... Bonnie's guitar is way and above her best, or his best add-on right now. It would be easier if Killer could see the win rate of survivors. That's true, but unfortunately you would end up having people who dodge lobbies whenever they see experienced survivors and try and stomp on baby survivors. It's a good idea in theory, but unfortunately there's some bad apples that end up ruining things for everybody. Instead, I have to go based on vibes in the middle of the match. And sometimes sometimes it's too late for me to switch gears and get onto fair footing. Well, next level up I'll have pudding and bloody party streamers, but not now. Unfortunate. What else could possibly be good? Maybe Coup. I love Coup. It has to be my favorite perk after Lethal Pursuer. It's just so nice. Since I can actually play as a 115 killer whenever I'm tossing my axe out, it might be worth bringing. The main thing is that I want to avoid pop and eruption, because eruption is way too strong, I think, right now. And I really am not the biggest fan of just like having to think about which gens to kick or which ones to not. Oppression, at least, I can kick whatever gen and it'll apply properly to everything, but pop and eruption are too much brain power. I don't like thinking. Let me stop that. Full hex build? That is one solution. I feel like I have a hex build on him. No, I ditched the hex build for the all aura. I mean, I guess I could. A solution, not the best. Fair. Ruin, Undying. Go back to 2018. Yeah. Where's Penty? That's not right. Penty. Blood Favor. Blood Favor's kinda crazy. Best year. I feel like DVD's in a pretty good place right now. I think they've been consistently improving themselves. I wasn't even playing in 2018. It could never be the best year. When did I start? I think it was around Artist, which I think was like 2021, I want to say. I think that's when I started playing. I do feel like they could give a little bit of a touch up on the hexes. Because they're very awkward. Honestly, the main thing I would do about hexes is just make it so they don't spawn in the trial until after they start doing something. Like Ruin doesn't trigger until after you have until after somebody leaves a gen. So it's not lit, so nobody can spawn on top of your hex and just get rid of it. I started in better years. They did some sus stuff early on. Yeah, I can believe it. I've heard the horror stories of infinites and such. Well, if they didn't spawn here, yeah, and they didn't spawn here, they spawned where I spawned on my hex. What the hell? That is evil. That was not great. That is like actually literally where I spawned. And it was on my hex. I can't believe that. Drop that? Ooh, gotcha. Did I do it properly? Nope, I'm in a corner. Damn. Okay, I thought... Oh, wait, it wasn't regressing. Meg. Oh, you have a toolbox. There we go. Come on, Blood Favor, give me my easy down. I deserved it. Yep, here it is. Yoink. Already, they have been so efficient. They've cleansed the totem, and they have 2 gens almost done? Or 1 gen finished and 1 almost finished. Because that main is right about to be done. Okay, well, it's still eating Ruin. Let's throw up Henty, I guess. Honestly, the issue with Hex build is not having info. I'm gonna go to that one just so I have stealth, honestly. I feel like there might be somebody on this gen. I went the completely wrong way. Nope. There's... Oh, well, that works for me. I was trying to hit Claudette, but... You have DS. I guess this is kind of a deserved DS, but also not. Oh no, you don't.
You belong.
And that's rough. Oh, there's no door in main. Top 10 trails? Yeah. Hello, person. Where were you? They're all of my hexes, you people. Leave my hexes alone. You know your Meg is dying over there. You're so busy destroying my things you can't see that I'm destroying your things. I guess I just go straight back to Hook. Surely they don't heal. Oh, that's all of them. That's all of the hexes. Well, there is Megan. Ah. That's rough. No pallet save? No pallet save. I'll throw these penties up one at a time, but I guess the game is in a pretty rough state for them already. I believe that they were on 6th gen, I think. Yep, 6th gen. Hello, Nia. Ah, that was way too far. She vaults that. Oh, you ran into a rock, and that totally screwed you. Well, Claudette is still injured. They did cleanse one of them. Oh, I can't see the rest of my totems in the doors, apparently. Here's Megan. Honestly, get rid of the axe. I want to be 115. I have to chase Main as a 115 killer. It just doesn't work as a 110. It's too strong of a building. All I gotta do is pin her in, she'll die eventually. She drops this. Oh, she didn't. Wow. I maybe shouldn't have respected that much. Here's Claudette. Let's make this unhook a little bit less forgiving. I guess I'll hit Nia. Honestly, I wanted to hit Claudette, but there was no good angle. I really don't want to go for Nia. I don't want to eat off the record DS dead hard. Not far enough, was it? Wow, that went nowhere. I thought I angled it properly, but I guess not. Should go set up the other Pentimento. It's on Shack, I believe. So 4. I believe it's right next to here. Oh. Almost. I think this is the last Pentimento. Hopefully they have completely forgotten about it. They did nerf Pentimento, so you can actually see the aura around it, but you still have to spend the time finding it. It's not... Hello. I can just shoot over it like that. Yeah, I could tell. I could tell you didn't leave. She does have off the record. Okay, pick up. Just kidding. Okay, she actually left. I wasn't sure. She might have stayed around for the save. I mean, these 3 gens are all pretty much at nothing. It's hardly even worth kicking them. I don't know about that far gen. Let's check. Ah, they got Penti already. No, everything is at nothing. There are no gens with any progress. I was hoping to intercept them off of that Penti cleanse. You can't do that. Not against Springtrap. Run into me? Oh no, she held the corner. That was good. Look, I'm just going to injure you. You can go save her after that. I hope she goes second stage, because... Yeah, she went second. At this point, the game's kind of over. Honestly, though, they did do 2 gens after I killed one of them, so we're doing pretty well. I see no scratch marks. Ah, there we are. That was probably closer than it looks. Huh. For some reason, I thought they made it so you could mori someone when there's only 2 people alive, but it looks like no. Okay, the last person. Let's see if they went to Shack. Nope. No person, no hatch. Now we check main. Oh, hello, person. No hatch, but I do see the person. Ooh, that was a sick one.
Scream louder, please.
Yes, very nice. The drop is very good. Because that's definitely not something... Well, maybe it's something Huntress could do, but I feel like it would be much more difficult with Huntress. I'm going to take a quick break, and I guess I should probably queue first, and then I'll be right back in just a bit. Okay. So fast, you couldn't even tell. Faster than DVD queues. Oh yeah, my purpose. My pudding and my purpose. There we go. Now I can get off of my cheap baby blood point offering and onto the good ones. For 2 whole matches in a row, even. Oh yeah, I don't even think I used the coup build yet. I went straight to the hex one. I have a feeling coup is not going to be necessary on him. His chase power is pretty good. But I always find it funny to use coup on killers people don't expect. Like, Huntress plus coup is actually hilarious. It's one of my favorite things, because you go from a 110 killer that can barely catch up to them to somebody who can sprint across the entire length of Shack with an M1. People never can quite adapt to it, because people will adapt eventually to like coup on 115 killers, but 110 killers, it messes with their mind too much, I think. It's very funny. I wonder if there's any other add-ons potentially worth looking towards. I feel like these two are just such good comfort add-ons if I miss a hatchet, I get to pick it up faster, and 50% extra undetectable is kind of crazy. It's such a long time, and he's weirdly quiet sometimes and weirdly loud sometimes. It's strange. I've had it where like I don't hear a Springtrap straight up immediately next to me, and I've also had it where I very clear exactly where I hear clearly where he is through a wall. So the undetectable is like it definitely is a little bit screws survivors up. But the other ones are like, I mean, bonus guitar strings are crazy. The other ones are not quite as slap on and forget about it. Everything else you kind of have to think about. Give survivors heart text. True, true. Yeah, I've definitely been jump scared by Springtrap 2 or 3 times, and I think I only played Survivor for like 1 full day so far. I don't think I've been caught in the doors yet. I have tried using the cameras, but I have so much trouble actually finding where he is in the first place. Like, I'll go on the cameras, and then I'll look around for like 4 of them. I won't see any, like, oh well. Give up on revealing him, I guess. Thank you for following. Yeah. I want them to give like a little bit of buff maybe to the cameras. Like maybe a nerf to like Survivor's ability to move through the doors, but then a buff to the cameras would be my personal choice. I feel like it's a little bit not worth revealing him. Maybe they can make it so it reveals him faster or something. Because it takes like, I want to say it takes like 6, 7, maybe even 8 seconds before you reveal him. And you can break line of sight even then. Okay, who do we got? Who do we got? Right, no lethal. I'm so addicted to lethal. I'm always looking around the map trying to find the red auras. Hello. You don't know where I am? Yes, you do. Aw, man. Ooh, you did not anticipate it. Okay. Well, that was a much better Shaq than I anticipated. Shaq is a little bit rough on him, I feel, but I'm more than happy when it goes well. Ooh, that was a really good adaptation. Oh, and she's Obsession, so I'll get Deadlock out of this. Not Deadlock, DMS. Boo. Where is she? I don't see her. Ah, there she is. Interesting. Huh. Not the cleanest pathing, but it is a new map. It's only fair. Let me see if I can't harass that unhook. No, it's too late. They're already leaving. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the axe, so I'm 115. I feel like it's best to have the axe just off of your person in general, and only pull it back when you are in the middle of a chase to get somebody down. Damn, I missed. Don't worry, it was for Nemesis, I swear. I didn't screw up. I just wanted him to stun me for Nemesis. Promise. Aye. Oh, coup! I forgot I have coup. I think I might have missed that without coup. Ah, but I don't want to chase in Shaq. I hate Shaq. That's Lithe. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he just went full distance. In that case, let me go ahead and go for somebody else. They've made healing really strong in the recent patch, which makes it kind of... Oh, I could have hit her, actually. Ooh, nice. Makes it so that going for a hit and run on things is not as good as I wish. Let's vanish into the land of dreams. Thank you. I hope that you have a good rest. Oh, hello. There you are. You are sitting at the end of shack looking for me. I'm coming this way. No, I'm not. Just kidding. Ooh, I did trick him. Kind of. Oh, I have my... Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Here it is. I mean, if you could just go straight through to pallet, then that makes it easy enough for me. Not healing underhook. Good. Oh my god. I thought they made it so that bots don't use their flashlights as often. What was that? Hecking toxic bot players. I can't believe them. Huh. I guess bots don't really dodge things anymore. They've done a number of tweaks to the bot AI, which have made it a little bit difficult for me to keep track of what. Ooh, I think I can get this down with Ku. I think I can get this down. Oh, that was dramaturgy. Go mend. It's not impossible. It's just very unlikely. Okay, but what if it hit? That would have been so cool if it hit, you know? Oh, that aiming was actually really good. The placement was good. She just wasn't there. I think she had smash hit. She made a lot of distance. Oh, she's waiting on this corner. Ooh. There's no... What was she aiming for, I wonder? Because there's not really a pallet here, so... Not sure what the plan was. Ooh, not quite that far. Thank you, Ku. I probably could have gotten the hit on her there if I just waited a couple of seconds. Where are we? Soda fountain? Was that not on purpose? I wonder if she was lagging there. She was purposely looking at the soda fountain. Because she looked at it, but when I actually approached, she just kept running, so... I thought she was going to start doing a bit. He's got Nemesis, but I know where you are. Okay, here's the axe. Unfortunately, I'm chasing him so he doesn't get the window properly. This is the way you have to chase in that direction. Because if they get that main window, then it's very rough. Eh. I was gonna say, maybe I should have waited for DMS, but like, it's 3 people with 3 gens. It's fine. Plus, I think this person's about to run into me. Almost. Oh, do you think they played around Nemesis? They realized that I have aura reading and they ran one way until it ran out and then went the other way? I think they did. That was, if so, very smart of them. Throw it, throw it, throw it. Oh wait, that's into Leon. That's... Claire, you threw Leon in front of you so you didn't take the axe? That's so rude. Ooh, you got tricked. Yeah, another 4 seconds of dramaturgy. Ah, but what if it hit, though? It wasn't that bad of an axe throw. I feel like that might be able to hit. If I did it just a little bit better. I don't... Let's see. How do you play around this? Does she go the long way or does she leave? She walks out. I mean... Yeah, this loop is terrible versus Springtrap. Because you're closed in. Really any ranged killer. This loop gets you dead. It's pretty decent otherwise, but... Like, maybe Clown can do something there with speed bottles, but... Are you in a locker? No, you have distortion. Interesting. Do you have distortion? Maybe it's not been 80 seconds and you still have leftover off the record. Ooh, good dodge. No. No one hooks. Unhook her now, I dare you. I hope... Oh, wait a minute. Am I bugged? Oh, I think I might be bugged. This feels way too fast. I feel like I'm at like 140 right now. This isn't right. Hold on, let's recall the axe. Okay, there we go, yeah. There is in fact a bug that gives you... I think it can do both. It can either give you way too much speed or not nearly enough speed. And the way you fix it, I believe, is just by recalling your axe. Okay, we should see Leon, unless he's in a locker. Ooh, basement. That's an unfortunate choice. You got into that locker just a bit too late. Hello. Let's get you worried up.
Let's pull you apart.
I mean, I did use Q twice, where I think it actually mattered, but for the most part, I didn't really need it. It's so awkward. There's just not quite a good balance of strength in this build. Wait, what? I thought that they changed Haywire to make it so that the perk explodes back to 50% progress one time. With at least 80% reroutes versus 100%. Yeah. Did they change it again? They've been messing with Haywire a lot. I think that... I don't know. I think it's kind of a doomed perk, honestly. Because the main issue is that when you stack it with everything, with what's it called? Remember Me? When you stack it with Remembery, killers like Singularity can just sit on top of gates, and it essentially becomes an unwinnable game. So they were gonna change it so that when an exit gate gets to 100%, it explodes and regresses half of its thing. I think they could make it probably explode and regress all the way to 0, and it would still be just like an okay perk. So that's probably the way to go. Because as it is... Because if it's just a one-time explosion, then it's not that big of a deal. But when it has a continual effect, it can be problematic since there's only 2 objectives. With Ruin, there's technically 4 objectives, because you have the Ruin Totem that you have to defend, and then the other 3 gens, which is why 3-genning with Singularity with Ruin isn't really that great. But when it's just... When Haywire, since Haywire doesn't have a totem to cleanse, it's just the 2 gates that you have to protect, and it's not healthy for the game, sadly. I hope they buff Call of Brine to 200%. Call of Brine was my... When Call of Brine first came out, and you didn't have frickin' Overbrine or Eruption Overbrine, the original Call of Brine was genuinely maybe my favorite regression perk in the game. Because 200% regression is, I mean, it was old ruin, but also it gives you info. And I think that's one of my favorite things is if I'm playing like Hag or something, having that regression, that info combined into a single perk slot is very nice. I don't know. Let's go back to oppression maybe. I think oppression might be the good middle ground, but because I think the reason that I lost that game was primarily just because it was for people who were playing really well, and that I was not playing super great. I think if I'm on the average team, this will probably be a good build. And if I play every single game like I'm going against, you know, the 4 best survivors, then too many of my matches are going to be kind of one-sided stomps. Which is not the most fun. Man. Back to my last good BP offering. Feels bad. I think I may make this one my last match. Because we're getting around that time. Plus, the queues have been good, but they haven't been great. They've been 4 to 5 minutes. Like, again, not bad queues. Well, not good queues. Not horrible queues, just like bad queues. Which, you know, isn't as good as it could be, but it's not that big of a deal. Oh, well, this is a stacked, well, potentially a stacked lobby. So we will see. I think this may be the most concerning set of items for me. 1 flashlight, 2 toolboxes, and 1 medkit is because the toolboxes are probably like the worst thing to do. I guess 4 toolboxes is probably the worst setup, but like the diversity here makes it a lot scarier because if you have one person who's good with flashlight, they don't like waste all their time, but they just come in for a save when somebody's like on death hook. That's the worst thing. And then you have 2 people efficient on gens, and then 1 person who's fast at healing. That can be the most unbalanced, or the most difficult to play around set of games. Right, I think I put back on oppression. I'll have to remember to kick gens again. Kicking gens is never on my mind. It's always in the back of my mind. Especially since the gen kick changes. It's like, if I need to defend this gen, it'll come up, but normally I try to just make my build do the rest of the work for me. I'm gonna guess they spawned in the back left corner. Behind main. So like 2. Or maybe in main, actually. It was Nemesis Trust. Oh god. Okay, that's 2 people with sprint burst. I don't like this. This is like the worst setup. So I do think they are in fact a full-on team. Really, you didn't drop that? Because it's very rare to see people with this same set of perks like that. Especially with the... I don't know, something about it makes me feel like there's a team. It's not definite, obviously. But a lot of people are running Sprint Burst because it's Springtrap, but... Goddamn, drops this. I mean, like, look at how strong this tile is. What do you do around here? I think I did the best I possibly could, and I still didn't get my down. Oh, come on. I deserved that down game. You know I did. It was literally on him. Great. Okay, well, this is going to be an incredibly unfun game. There's one person for flashy saves, one person for Sabo, and one person that does gens really efficiently. So, that's sad. I may play one more game after this because I really don't want to go out on, like, my least favorite kind of a game. Because, I mean, I'm already pretty screwed. I have 0 hooks at 3 gens. And it's very much weighted against me right now. Like, my odds are rough at winning this one. And I don't even, yeah, man, going against teams you can't even, like, there just isn't counterplay anymore. In the past I could tunnel somebody, but now there's shoulder the burden and you can stack all of the anti-tunnel. Like, it really is just the worst set of circumstances. This is a bad section for him. Yeah, oh my god. Incredibly efficient, and also, yeah, this is terrible. That is, honestly, no. Honestly, no, this will still be the last game. Even though it's going to be an extremely, you know, sad, unfun game. I don't want to force myself to play an extra game with a bad mentality. Well, Claudette's on the opposite side of the world. This is awkward. Yeah, they'll get the full reset here. If I can kill Meg, I'm in a good place. But if she has anti-tunnel, then that's game over for me. Is that BT? She was fast for such a long time, it was... There's no way that wasn't BT. Break this first. Thank God. Okay, now I have a serious chance at winning. Ooh, that was a sick-ass hit. That's Lithe on her. Now, chance is not guarantee. I shouldn't be chasing the person whose only gen is deadlocked. Crap. They're going to reset while that gen is undeadlocking itself. This is actually the worst thing that could have happened. Okay. Well, half right. They are very close to winning this, though. Both of these gens are about to pop, and I don't have that much pressure. Okay, never mind. This one is not nearly as finished as I thought it was. But the other one is more finished than I thought. issue is that I have no idea where Dwight is. Oh, she self-reset. She wasn't reset by Dwight. Okay, this will tell me where he is. I mean, to be expected, he's saving. Don't eat off the record. Oh well. Here's the thing, if she has DS, I lose this game right here. So I'm not going to pick her up. I'm going to push them off of that gen with DMS. Uh-oh. Oh, this is actually really bad for me. Okay, they reset somewhere. Damn. I think I did the worst possible alternative. I wasted time, and I'm gonna eat DS. Nope, never mind. Okay, Kate does not have DS. That's very good info to have. I still have a DMS unused. How the hell did you manage that? Damn. That sucks. You have to break one of these pallets because they are infinitely... You can chain them together. It's terrible. Life. I see. Well, she has a very limited time left on this earth. Damn, it was too late. I was waiting for the grab. I was never gonna fall for that dead hard. Okay, we reset DMS. We get some knowledge. That's Kate. She's being healed. That's actually really helpful knowledge. Oh, that was actually perfectly on, but they moved too quickly. I was dead on. Damn, that was really close. Kate went around the... Never mind, she was camping it. And teabagging. Because it's not enough to have a good game. Damn, that was a sick-ass fucking shot. You cannot convince me otherwise. Even if they're not technically orbitals, hitting the maximum distance shots is so cool. I have to go camp, Dwight. Here she is. And since she unhooked, she has no anti-tunnel left. Here's an issue. Dwight has Sabo. It's conceivable for him to get here in time. Nope. Okay, good. Okay. That was not as bad of a game as I was expecting based off of the first, like, 5 to 10 minutes, but I definitely had to kick it into high gear to catch up with them. Ah, what if it hit, though? I mean, you have to break that. I'm pretty sure I had a Sabo box. Yeah, Dwight was a saboteur, so he shouldn't be able to finish a gen in time. Okay. My bad. She has an extremely strong setup, so I should not even be screwing around with her. And I'm 115, so this will be enough. He has dead hard. Good job, Brain. Good job on remembering that one. And she's just working on the gen she was on before. Shin's only. I was really worried that Dwight had started another gen, but it looks like he was just sitting around waiting for sabotages. No need to break that since she's not staying around Jack. Oh my god, look how close that was. I can get so close to these. That was never gonna reach. I don't know why she's crouching. These orbitals don't allow you to dodge them if you crouch. So they come straight down. Did she leave? Oh, she W keyed. Okay, fine. No fun allowed. I won't practice my orbitals. I'll just kill you. It's fine. It's not like I was gonna hit you ever. I mean, I'll build Bloodlust here eventually. Yep. That'll do. Nope. Going more towards the edge map. Does she like... Okay, here we go. Okay.
And now you are mine.
Yeah, I mean, her W keying away shows you the issue with orbitals. Survivors basically have to agree to getting orbitaled. There's no real way to do it if they choose not to. Oh, it's two Commodiuses. You just happened to sabotage with one. I guess the Commodius is kind of crazy for sabotages right now. I don't think we went to main. I'm pretty sure we didn't go to main or like the section behind and left of main. Okay, well, I am going to end stream there. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.